the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Adia Chia, Adia Seminar, and Breno Kwana Echo on 7th December. Na Ghana for Ekwa Salai, Akwa Koto, Aba a Ghana Mampani a ono ebedi emu. Obia egu aproboso adia say John Dramani Mahama nso egu ne de so na ono ekokopie mu ewo Greater Accra. Na okopie mu ewo Greater Accra na odi tu da say impo free SHS na ya no. Se ono ne ba obe expand the facilities no na uwie senior high school na watu aso ako university wom na afa elections ya ba be ko NDC amanyoko no the drones ebe fefe yo na one e dey monitor one election no isimpo ese on tiase because of security reasons na no na same awuku ebisa NDC amanyoko ne John Dramani Mahama say free SHS na mo si enye no eno na mo se mo ba mo be expanding ya na ana afa nso drones ye mre bi atwam na hana bisiw se ye di chen rompa camera bo ho ye be hwehwe amanfo that same drones ye bi na mo de be monitor elections yi ana yenko na yenko tie same ewuku.
Back to this electoral commission issues and the NDC's position on the flying of drones. Look, in every election, or a serious political party, you have to monitor your elections. Both parties, you be elections. Either so because you waha and you waha. NPP in 2012, me wujide kesiye said that election the 6th and then 9.
Sir?
I'm telling you. But then no, you could do court. What catch is on the face of the record, no more some now modia ben na ne tasum.
No more
5-4 verdict. The DTI. No judge for we disagreed with the ruling, but we respected it. And this football say we didn't have a case in 2020. NDC court. The shoe was on another foot. Kwame, about monitoring of elections, sir, my advice to the NDC is that you don't need drones to monitor your elections because I know you're infringing on people's rights. But how you train even your agent on that day? Be vigilant. Take the quality of the training you give them. But who told you that the one, even if it's a drone, Nipa no here, in Adenam should also born points one time. So that cannot be the solution. And in any case, no, that will also be opening up, say, all the other parties. So in an electoral area, at a polling center, you have NPP flying drone, NDC flying drone. Now, if there's a security threat, how would you know? Say this drone belongs to Ashimo, and I say it belongs to
Samioku.
No. Samioku, regional chairman. No. Divine, I go home. So then where are we heading to? I think, say, some of the utterances need to be from the opposition side. It's a high-stake election, but I don't think they have to aggravate it. The national chairman too has been speaking.
General Mosquito.
Food. Yanko for meat in Emra. Ghana no, they are liking to a namna yebechiche. Or see the befia, will be betting me a funny nine, will be betting me a funny tea. I dare no cramming yen to abandon ye. Your friend, the partitioning of Ghana. Ye chichem and this funny chichem concern ya to the first. So if you think that MPP is frustrating you, that the alternative no they are charging you concern ya betnaso. And I believe, sir, that we have to also be clear as politicians and political parties. Sir. You are not just there to also just protect or seek the interest of all party supporters alone. Government policies cannot be discriminatory. If I buy the Juma bar or my Ghana phone now going to apply. My can many be in the past, and I'm one person I believe that presented with the same situation today. Maybe was unnecessary at that time. The democracy not a grow, and then I mean because it will be senseless to the growth of our democracy.
Wampa.
Yes, take position.
Take position.
Yes. That was when an chairman, agitator general, on the street. I say on hindsight. And if you're in democracy, grow now. What be able? So high tempo comment, and none of supporters, they take it hook, line, and sinker. Nothing or more than that. As we preach peace. Look, Obi Okotwa baby, and I'll attribute this to Kwabena J. Japan. I said, look, after the first round of the presidential primaries, Obi Obeka say, and you induce no Okotwa, but it doesn't make sense because we could a polling booth more. Obi Ankoson to vote a certain way or that way. But there are two things that I believe that we have to also watch. I've seen several polls. Now, all your strategists you also look at what will influence the voter on the day of election. If you want man, you're afraid dancer, be kwa kudie chebi. Pa okwa kotoa bana, ne bana na obi otifia no nko school no. Na sa akra no nya school konto be to aba of conscience. So send be am second one no so eba no. Me toma we mu a obetimi aboa na manatene. You have a government that's also telling you, so, okay, this candidate is promising me, say, me ye juma or port. If me ye juma or porter, na papaya or see Antwaba mano, Dr. Bawumia, so me bam pesa Ghana port near competitive to say sub-region. So in that case, men funny man ko fatogo. Nemo no de fa Ghana will be almost the same fees ne charges at Mitia. Some of the fees and levies are say now. He believes that you are transitioning to a point. Going forward from 2025, here. Me pese me this kind of debate. Na me diashemu e di akwa kotoaba. But obe mame a policy a maintain ya person can I so person de madwin di agro. I heard former President Mahama on a store saying so be decongest Accra. In 2014,
to say Gadang Melans last time now.
Yeah, no crowd was saying he will take some agencies out
of Accra.
Come in 2014, the same government that time was under President Mahama said so. There's a plan of my rolling out in conjunction with Quaker, the Korean International Agency, to decongest Accra. Now, by the end of 2014, that report will be ready for implementation. Fast forward now, you can only take these agencies of government out of the capital when even the access route out the ranking out of Accra are being dualized and now you are opening up. Because I just had the same, the cost of doing business and the travel now. Now look at the entry point to Accra from Dodowa Adenta. It's been dualized. Work has started. Contractor on site. Medofa Kaswa Winiba. The government is opening up. That's another entry point. Yes.
At long last.
At long last. Contractor on site.
At long last.
Medofa Pokwa. Yes.
Ya chiche contractors in ya chiche.
Accra MCC.
Time to complete.
Me pickle from Roman Reed.
Drone.
Chairman. Drone.
And drone this time Nyame transfer.
Yes, me pickle from RR. As a Poki. Now them the Wafekro.
Yeah, but
so the entry point and exit Mebao, they are being dualized and opening up. Once you're able to do that, over shorten the length of time and Nipane bank be business. If you don't get the basic right, could make another promise and it will be difficult. I've also heard on the campaign trail, your former president saying so, or no there, or bad this time around, or the private schools, the kind of free SHS.
Yeah, ABC a very good idea.
That I find very interesting. You see, every policy, there's a spirit and there's a letter. Adrena I call the spirit of it. And another told paper, not so known the letter, the guide plain, black and white. At same NDC in 2012, 2016 says, President Mahama said he won't advise, say, Yanko Tie, a desperate politician. So on for free SHS, ain't me near Jumema, all the schools under trees. Fast forward, in 2020, they still spoke against the free SHS. They said, yeah, now Muma, you want who chiremuno. This time, dear, me bamuma, me the private, dear, nani walk crana, ye crana, come na, yeah, dear money. Ah, yes, I didn't see a bejina. Yationo, Yanyaris, Yantiapo. Into catch yourself this time, Mr. Even Ghana 4-year debate now, on the catch yourself, you can free SHS now, a year dear, but more opportunity between sweat to be. Maybe I don't hear the argument. Into once you are having that passionate conversation, Takwa Kwete says, Sabi, you're the arguing and the diagro. It be, I have heard many of the things being said on the campaign to me say, you put the politicians on the scale. If Adia Wunjin Dino, you cannot implement it. President Mahama said, if at the peril of his presidency, Kran Yebetu Abetiano, now you try the nursing training, teacher training, ni free SHS one. See, at the end, I say, such a mercy and then Tumpayana. Then all of a sudden, the very thing that he says, all the presidency, 2 line, and then the young Tuaban Mount, Nemom is no longer on the line, is something that you believe in. This election will be an interesting one. NPP will not go into this election on Atem Didi Asemo. We're going into this election with a surgical narrative. We have a candidate who has been an apprentice. Your candidate from the opposition side that he has had the opportunity to sit on the throne. No, dear. He's been commander-in-chief to take decisions. When you were gifted with that, also also do the when we have that done, then we can go into it. Oh, share the creative that. What is the policy? Buying with the boy, buying taxes, revenue, then buying the baby boy. So these are the kind of things I'm a person. And then, Chairman, lastly on the voters registration. Me too. I'm saying only Dr. Srebo Kwekuswa Akasa Bebre. Say on the back and forth of the messages. The good news is that we know voting. One duty ubiane say o cherishing. Ebimo America, ye nananum bi. Some lost their lives fighting for voting right. Yeah. Until nay, if the Ababe share ye ma pomu, now ye nipa, now you be a one so no sebio, we do 18th, fidu wache echo. Now JD say also so no, you want to be part of the decision making process. Found Jim, because the future of Ghana is being decided on the ballot paper. Now ye nan yet me where we'll take we'll go next. Chairman. On John Kumania man.
Enka Mario nka
1 minute pet na Mario. See, may he so rest in peace.
Amen.
John was a fantastic gentleman. Now nipa, he was engaged in little or no controversy. Me no wa me board so. He was on the governing board of the National Lotteries. Menene ye adwuma yi pa. An extremely smart and intelligent young man. I believe, sir, he had the whole life ahead of him.
But we are senior there.
One of the young politicians, you could see future. You say, watch with your back home from.
There we.
Chairman, I studio henna. Yabeko.
And Uncle
time. Ubi bekwa nopa, ubi bekwa ewia, ubi bekwa enyume.
I'm now half from.
Chairman, I'll do a frefre. You know, beat me so I'll do graveyard honor. I say, won't show me more because, but the aggravate, what distorted the thought. It's the chairman. Run.
And your radio super and come Miami the man or
someone for such a painful thing to happen.
Yeah, very painful.
The commentary and your poison way and the unpoison way. Chairman, it's despicable. Even when Akasa said, I've been with him. We've been through a low moment. And this is not the time, the family grievy. Because it was a painful sudden. Just said, before your very eyes, situation deteriorate. In less than an hour, he's gone. And you said before quiet, the next one, kufia kofa oniema babet running chain. Your best friend. And how people who want to fuel it within the party, I think say the Ashanti Regional Party must act more responsibly in this matter. Because he is our base. He ain't been from the group. And it will be who making any kind of allegation. If who evidence Sama chama won't me John Biden. Me carbon we in the north. Me that Gariba Lodge. There was around 11:30 p.m. And I don't think say this whole point me would be crazy. Until where we are adding on, then I say, we are far. If you only win a pie, I mean,
excuse me, it is the greatest conspiracy, political conspiracy in this country. Ha,
Chairman.
Now, Mr. Miyamasa, you've been Muslim.
What? Chairman, I can tell you for a fact, say, me near Busanfwa can me ni hobby.
Yeah.
If me obi a near, not the wife. I mean, come on. Why? Now, we should bring to an end that kind of vile discussion on it. Now, how we can give our brother
a we are now to my.
Watch my. You are so bobo atoso. And I come course I will be now. And I will peer show you. Upia na show aduane ye and upia say na say me call e uni pay ho ara to me there na me she colored water
oh ha de kakra
to me kwa na jam sa fa de na kra no say cap wa fa kwa na so say na busu afo frefre e bia na boninim but like it creating unnecessary fear around politicians, around public officers. I don't think so.
Now more kwan suku kumase na mete. Wa koda igwa odi afraid the pressure. Ukwohwe hu yo. When ko didi wa
Kwame ye lucy enipa ye.
No, we are destroying we're losing our humanity.
Wow, ye yina no yan kai say.
Na oni mani mpiesie. Also beto ama. NDC must beto ama.
NPS seminar. NPS na
Kwame be am on appointment to. We am on appointment to.
Oya be ma on bekasa.
NPS there. Chairman
Sami be ye ni. Oya be ma on kasa.
Chairman General.
Kwame obo wa. Eh friend wa kasa wa ha. Hey,
that's one break. We
break NDC code.
Onu na bi o kasa wa.